Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode here on our single player survival Minecraft world. Today we are playing in a brand new snapshot, which is snapshot 16W43A. Now it won't be too new for you guys by the time this video comes out. I understand it came out for me just yesterday, and we've got fishing fixes. It's awesome actually, it's super cool. I'll quickly go grab my fishing rod actually. I've got these things to put on because I fixed up all of my stuff. I decided we may as well put that on again, and we've got ourselves our Punch Infinity Mending awesome bow going on there, which I managed to get together as well. Now, I've got the fishing rod in there, and I want to show you, just because fishing was always a bit of a problem for me. I didn't really like fishing, I'm sure a lot of people didn't, but it feels like we've got, well, I mean, there have been improvements to fishing, like look at there, already, caught a fish. And I mean, fair enough, this is an absolutely awesome one. Lure, Luck of the Sea, Unbreaking, Mending, this is pretty much as good as you're going to get on a fishing rod, and you'll see it keeps itself mended the whole time with the experience you get from fishing, which is really, really cool. But I was just fishing for about 5 minutes, probably most 5 minutes. And I got myself 2 name tags in that time, which is really good because name tags are very hard to come by. Well, normally quite hard to come by. And I also even got a saddle, 2 name tags, I think 3 lily pads, a bunch of salmon, a bunch of normal, cooked fish. Actually, I'm amazed. I always thought that would move you off there. That's kind of cool. And it's also nice that this actually is in the water now. Is that a bowl? And I'll show you some other cool things. So let me show you. I've been messing around with this. And by the way, redstone seems to be fixed. There's a few things which I know are a problem, but have a look here. Bam. Picked it up. It's kind of got a little bit of a weird thing. You don't really see it all the time. Sometimes you see the item move towards you, but it's normally quite weird. Like that. You can see it kind of just finds its way into your inventory. Like that. And it also works on other entities, being animals. Now, look at this cat. When we throw it on our cat, no, we didn't get that far enough. Still not. No, and get it. Yes, we got the cat. Now look here. Doesn't pull it all the way, but it does pull the cat, and you can see the cat runs. But yeah, what I was saying with this stuff that has happened. There's a bit of odd stuff that's gone on in redstone, but redstone is working. Our redstone stuff around the base, as far as I can see, for instance, our little simple enchanter thing was broken. Our skeleton farm, I went back there. That is working again. Everything is back to normal, more or less, as far as we can see. At least we don't have a ridiculous... Well, we actually don't have much redstone in this world at all. I want to change that. I want to get more redstone, but I want to show you what I've done over here, and you may have seen a little bit earlier. Look at all this. I've filled all of this in. I've done these walls as well. I was just feeling it, you know what I mean? I was just feeling it. We've still got to put a bit of other stuff in these walls, but I've done the first layer of just getting these nice and plain, like what I was talking to you guys last time, just getting them looking a lot better and then working on them a bit more like these ones. I'm happy with that. Very happy. And you can see we've got a bunch of trapdoors. Now, I actually did get a comment a few weeks ago suggesting that we should probably look out for the amount of trapdoors we were using because they can cause lag, and I have heard that as well before. But what I would think is, in general, I think we're doing all right. What are the frames? Why are frames like? And I'll tell you, now it sounds stupid because it sounds like I'm talking about this. Well, because of this, but yeah, I think it's just because we're loading in a bit of other stuff. When Optifine comes back, everything will be back to normal. I promise you that. So let's put that back in there. We'll go back down there. Those were the 2 name tags. You see them? Very cool. 2 name tags. Okay, so back down here. Now, today's episode, let me go up here. What we are doing in today's episode is we will be going up here and we will be building our first house, I guess, on here. And the thought was, remember last episode, I thought maybe we could do something weird here, coming across here. I decided the best thing we could do is probably put a little rim over here. You can see this area here. And then put the house in. So we could probably do something like that. And we can do another one. Let's just do it for the middle house over here. So we've got a 3 wide gap to go with a 2 wide gap over there, which kind of is, as I say, when you've got these ones here, it looks like 3 wide. So you're good for that. And we can just put it like that. Let's just do this first house here. Now we'll do that there like that. And we're planning on having this very narrow at the start here. Very narrow front house, like the bottom house. And then the top house, we'll do what we normally do, which I like. Which is, oh, actually we didn't do it on those. But like on other builds, we've done it before. Where you can see we kind of pull it up a little bit more and make it a bit more chunky on the top. I kind of feel like that's the build we're going for in this city. And it's a build I really like to do. It's something that I kind of feel is something we do on here. That's just like our thing, I guess. And it's something that I really, really like. So that's one thing we're going to be doing. Another thing which did happen, which I'll update you on, is that this burnt down yet again. And it was just after I finished this, I heard a bit of fire and I ran over here and I could see a little bit of that at the top was the slabs were gone. That would have destroyed a lot more if I hadn't got there on time. This seems to be good though. I haven't had any problems with these just yet, but here we've done a bit more reinforcing of the roof and hopefully that will be alright. And also in here, we've also had to go and do a bit of mob proofing around that area. So quite a bit to update you guys on. But what we're doing now is we're going to get going on this house. So let's go on to making our, well, you know how we start. We always make a bit of a rim around the house, get our whereabouts, and then we carry on. So the other thing I'm thinking of, which is over here, you can see we go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do 5. 5 should probably be a good height. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go across here, and you can see we're going to make ourselves our roof kind of, oh, well, our second floor will be coming over this floor, which I think will be really neat. I think it'll be pretty cool, just to kind of add a little bit of something to it. So we'll check how we do that. Actually, I'm not too sure how we're going to do that just yet, but we'll see how it comes. And we'll also go all the way to this side and do the same thing here. And I'm not even sure whether we're going to keep these all uniform or we'll do a few different things. I get the feeling we'll do a few like 3-story houses, 2-story houses, you know what I mean? Oh, that missed completely. Just to make it look a little bit more variant, I guess. Like a bit more variance in the house. And also just overall, this area won't be too monotonous. So let's check this out. If we got that there, we have to check the height, make sure the height's not too high or too low. Feels a bit too high to me, so I think we might come down 1 block here, so we'll just do that. We'll have to get rid of those. That one, we've taken too many out. But I think this is pretty much what we have to do. So we'll get these in, and then the next step will be probably just working out the top bit as well, and working out how we want these houses. Now, whether or not it will be a good idea to do all of these together, or to do bit by bit is another question. I'm not too sure whether or not that is a good idea, but I feel like probably doing majority of these with the next one in mind is probably a good idea, because this is kind of a unit of a build, you know what I mean? It's something that's a little bit different to what we've done before, building in a square that we've predetermined we're going to be building stuff in. So I think that could be, it's as I say, very interesting, because it's not something we normally do, and I think it's something that could actually work a little bit differently to what we've done in the past. You know, it might give us a different result to what we would normally be expecting, is what I'm trying to say. So, our clouds are off. Every time I switch over to, for instance, the KaoshKraft server and then come back, no, we don't want fast, we want fancy. So, fancy there. Look at that. Okay, so, yeah, every time I switch over, because I'm using Optifine there and it's a different launcher, for some reason it stops the clouds here. I don't know. I got no clue why. But yeah, it's on the same launcher, sorry. It's just, yeah. Same profile. That's just the way Minecraft works, all right? So we'll just do this little bit here. It looks like it's gonna go nighttime, and I am at least using this bed that we've put in our blacksmith for something, because that's come really, really useful now. Every time we have night, just jump down here, and we've got a bed right over here, easy to sleep. Now, the next plan is with this area, as I say, we'll get the top done. I'll probably do a few more houses around here with a bit of the framing like what we're doing now with this stuff. And then we'll start putting in the walls and stuff like that. So let me know if you guys have got any plans or any ideas of what you might want to see in here. I'm thinking this is more residential, but hey, if you guys have a good idea, let me know, because good ideas are good ideas and they deserve to be spoken about. So let me know about that, and I will see what I can do about getting it in here if it is a good idea. So let me know, comments down there. Thank you. I'll be back. So it should be very apparent to you guys right now that, or maybe it isn't, but that these seem very, very narrow. We've done them with 4 high, and I think that is, yeah, definitely too narrow for me. So we're going to have to pop those up one more time. And the other thing is, that has become very, very apparent. One thing that has become very apparent to me right here is that this 4 high that we did, 4 high to there, is actually not enough when you look from the bottom here. So what I'm thinking is probably a good idea is probably that we push this up 1 more block and do it 5 high, but I'm thinking another thing which might be even better than what we were going to do before is to put in a few of the roofs just here, even if they're just fake roofs like what we've done in previous builds, and I think that will create some really cool like tower looking things from down here. It'll look very, very big. It'll make it, take it this way, it'll make this look a lot more chunkier and taller, and yeah, it'll just improve everything. So that's the next plan. We're going to get rid of these ones here, and we're going to put those in there. We also have to work out how we're doing our ramp, because this is kind of like an apartment block, I guess you could kind of say, like something along these lines, I guess, in terms of our medieval kind of themed city. it probably is an apartment block. So we can call it that. Now, what I'm thinking along the lines of getting this ramp to go up, I'm thinking we'll probably be best off having a little bit of a walkway there and then walking over here. And I think that will just work out really well for everything in general. Now, we will pick up those blocks there. I don't want to lose them. I spent so long farming oak. I swear. I've got to make myself a proper tree farm or something along those lines just to make sure we get enough oak at some stage. But that'll be in the future when I can think a bit more about what we'd do for a tree farm. I don't want to copy a design. If my design ends up being similar, I guess that's whatever. That must be a good design. But if not, who knows? We might even go around with a very odd way of doing trees. Which is fine. We don't mind. We can do it. So let's get this last little bit out here. And then I'll show you what I'm talking about with getting these roofs in. We can do the first roof together. And why is it always nighttime when we start recording? It's so odd how that always happens. And I want to also get a bit of the oak, the cobblestone stairs. There we go. And we had a few here, didn't we? Yeah. So there we go. Perfect. All right. Now, I feel like I'm still a little bit stuttery. 41 FPS, that's very low for me. I don't know what's going on here. But yeah, that is going on. Which is actually quite terrible. No. Oh, man. Don't tell me this. We're stuck in a... Yeah, there we go. Good. All right, so let's get up here. One more. And then we'll do these together. So I'm just going to do my normal trick with these of doing them along this, like this way that I normally do it, like that. And then putting in one of these here, and then one of those there, there. And if you guys haven't seen me do this, I kind of flip my blocks around this way. You can see these bottom blocks, I push them in like that versus the other way of people just putting them opposite to the way these ones go. And I kind of feel that it does a bit more for the build. I enjoy the way, I quite like the way it looks. So I do it that way, but it's not the conventional way of doing it. So if you guys think something's a little bit different, that is probably what it is. And in fact, I don't feel like the other way doesn't have its place. I just feel like that's the way I enjoy doing it, in this city at least. Maybe one day we'll do a few other houses without it. In fact, that house even has it there. Yeah, we've pretty much been doing it for quite some time now. Let's go sleep this away and we'll have a look. Look at that. Already, I think that will be a very good thing to have there. So let's jump in here. Come on. I wish this process was a bit faster. I kind of think of how many times I've slept and how many times, like, even though it's a few seconds, how many seconds that has added up to just not like sleeping, but sleeping in Minecraft beds. So there we go. I think that'll be all right. Now, the next thing I'm thinking of, which will actually go to this side, is how does it look from this level? Because this is another level we'll be having to look at it, and if it looks a bit odd, we'll have to think about it here. That looks fine to me. Now, what I'm thinking is we could do it right here and just go up here again. However, I'm thinking, remember I was saying we want to do 3-story high things here? Maybe we could do a 3-story high and then put one on, and then put maybe another 3-story and then one there, just to make it a little bit more variance, give it a bit more variance in there. We alternatively could just put this as like a facade, I guess. Not really a facade, it kind of is. On the outside of a fake, we'll have a wall as just like a fake roof, as I say. I like those fake roof ideas that we do every now and then, but I feel like we probably should just get going on with this house. Maybe we'll build this house by itself, and then we'll get going on the next ones and see how this all turns out. Now, let's see how this looks. All right, there we go. We've got ourselves this roof in. We've got some walls in there as well, and we've also got a bit of stuff going on that little, I don't know what you call that piece that dents in there, but you can see it doesn't look 100% right. Now, ignore that. That's just a bit of scaffolding, but you can see it just looks a bit too harsh on there. So we're going to have to work something out over there just to make that look a little bit less blocky, I guess, over there. Maybe break it up with a few other things. I got a few ideas for that. But up there, where it is a little bit like that, we can't zoom in, but you can see there's only one block there. I think we've got a good plan for that. So let's drop down here, and I'm sure a lot of you guys probably know exactly where my mind goes when I see something like that, and that is straight to some fence posts. We'll probably just get those two, check which one looks a bit better. We'll go step back for a second and just think about it before we do try one. And I'm thinking, because what will happen is this is under shade, so as soon as we put this down, it'll go a little bit darker, and it won't be the color of oak, it'll be more the color of spruce, and spruce will just go a little bit darker. So I'm thinking we'll probably be best off putting in oak fences over there, so we'll jump up there and quickly do it, and then we can check it out. And you can see I've done a little bit of stuff. I've made this overhang a bit here. It's going to be nice and narrow, and I actually have kind of got a better appreciation for narrow, smaller houses now, because they seem to be a bit more easy to get stuff done with the interior decorating, because I'm kind of thinking now in terms of how we're going to decorate this after we've built them, because we need to start doing that, and it's also something that I wanted to improve on, and I think that will be a start for getting us to improve on these if we do something like that, and then just fill this all in here. You can see there's a bit of stuff going on behind it as well. Maybe we can clear off a bit here. In fact, we could even put a window here. Let's just see how those look as they are right now. Perfect. All right, we made it. Yeah, I actually feel like we don't need to put these all the way. I think it'll ruin it. So, good idea. Good idea to just leave that there. Oh, yes, we made it. We made it. All right, so the next thing I'm thinking we could do is we could do something along these lines here by taking these ones out here. And we can put in some stairs, which will make this hook around. So I'm not too sure how that will look from the front. But you can see here, look at that. Can we go close? Yeah, we can get that stair in there. We can try it just on this one side here and then step back and have a look at it. Because I think that could be something. Did I just see it? Swore I saw some flames coming out there. Like out the corner of my eye, I don't know. I'm paranoid. Alright, so we'll do that and we'll do the last one as well. May as well just finish this all the way. And we won't do it all the way to the end there because that's a pain. And if we're going to change it, then we've wasted our time on something that doesn't need to be wasted on. Alright, there we go. And maybe we can make this one. No, we won't make it, for sure. Okay, from down here. Yeah, I think once we've got the other side looking like that, I think it will work a little bit better than what we've had before. So I'm actually not upset with that. Let's just check it from the back here. And in fact, what we could also do is perhaps have a look at some other stairs we could put there. We've got the options of, I guess, maybe stone, but I feel like stone would just be a bit too much stone here. In fact, that could work. That could work. We could get that to work. I don't want to put in more spruce, although that could be an alternative. But yeah, actually, in fact, with the wall being the same as oak, we might be better off putting spruce in there. I actually think we're going to do that. So I'll do that. And then also we have to put in a bit of an entranceway here. That was a terrible, terrible flight there. So what I think I'll do in the meantime, guys, is I'll get this replaced with spruce, obviously, as I said I'll do. And then we can get onto a bit of walls here and also our walk up to this pathway over here. So I'll get going on that and I'll be back. Alright guys, so we are back and I decided I would go do this wall and it looks pretty good. I think it's looking quite nice. I've decided to put in a little bit of a place for some pots and stuff there. We'll go up a bit closer. And we can also have a look at the stairs that I've put in here, which, what? That was crazy. That was unintentional. I didn't mean to click. But those are the stairs we're going to be putting in here. And you can see that they walk up here. And we're going to eventually blend these in with this ground around here. Because I think we can learn a lot from the ground. We've already worked out a lot with these walls. We might work out a lot with the ground as well. So let's have a walk up these stairs. You can see we walk here. We can quickly just put this out here as if we're getting ready to build. So we need a 2 block there. We'll probably put something there and right around there as well. Just to mark that we're going to have a house here. We're going to walk around. There'll probably be an entrance there or something. We'll see how it comes. And then we'll walk down this way where we can get to all of those there. So right here, we've put this little entranceway and I think it looks quite nice. We've got a bit of a window that we've got up there and I've put this window in here and I'm planning on changing this to glass. So that's just temporary for now. And we've also got these pots, which we're going to put some flowers in along with this pretty cool door. I think this works quite nicely and I think it'll do a good job of just getting this area filled up. Another thing which I'm thinking we could do is we could probably do something like that. But I feel like it blocks it off and just makes it a bit too claustrophobic-y, I guess. So we'll leave that there for now. And actually, let's just try this as a divider. How does that look as we walk past? Nah, I don't like that. I think we probably need to change something on the wall. I think the wall needs a little bit of a change. We could put trapdoors in there, but that just will... The trapdoors ideally should be over there. So probably won't do that just yet. Now, another thing which I'm debating of what we're going to be doing is whether or not we'll put in these walls just yet. What? Oh, I upgraded this to efficiency 5. That's why. Look at that. Efficiency 5. But yeah, what I'm thinking is we might end up making this house, for instance, connect to this module over here because it might be very, very small. In fact, it will be quite small, but I don't know. I'll see how that turns out. Let me know what you guys think if we should or shouldn't. Then, I know what we need up here. You know what I've needed this whole episode, and I'm going to do it now? Up here. Just temporary, and it'll eventually probably become part of the furniture, is one of those. And what I wanted to do was actually get a bit of, it doesn't help, we need some junk wood to get some trapdoors. There we go, junk wood at its finest. I don't hate birch. I just feel like it doesn't have its place in our builds. Okay, so that'll be a good amount. Do that, and we'll do... Get out of here. That. Good. All right. And we realistically should have done... Let's just do another one of these. Just to make it a... I don't like having the spare wood in there. So we'll get those into our inventory, and we will go up here. There. Okay, we have to go quite a bit up. So let's jump, jump, jump. Good. There, 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 and there. And I think this will do a good job of just framing that off. Hopefully it doesn't clash too much with the fact that it's already on here as a fence. Yes, we got it. That was good. That was angle. We've worked that out. So that will work. I think that will work quite nicely. Now, what I'm going to do in between this episode is I'll probably just get the back put in there, and I'll probably maybe get started on something else. But this is episode 119. Just letting you know, it's 119, which is crazy because next episode, we won't be back here exactly. We'll be all around the place having a look at what we've done in the past 20 episodes, because that is our world download and 20 episode tour. So we'll still do our tour. I'm thinking we have to do our tour. It's kind of like a wind down startup for the next 20 episodes. So I'm pretty excited for that. And also, there will be a world download. So you guys who have been asking, because for some reason, there's been a bunch of people asking for world downloads recently, more than in the last 20 episodes, which is really cool. It's really cool to see you guys want to download my world and play around in it. And if you guys do, let me know what you do. Send us a picture on Twitter or something like that. I'd really like to see what you guys do with it. But yeah, that will be available for this world with this stuff that we've just got in here and all the things around the base in the next episode. So I'll be going off to sleep right now, and I will be seeing you guys in the next episode. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Bye.